Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanics. So, I assume a number of you guys have been watching my, my consistent failures with that stupid, giant knife that I was trying to make. Which is why I'm here right now by myself, making something. Because, yeah, if that knife had turned out to work, then I wouldn't have to be here, I wouldn't have to be doing this. But, yeah, knife. Anyway, a number of people are also suggesting that I should convert up my X-Wing, and use that instead. That's actually not a bad idea. The reason why I don't want to do that is, this is all in regards to the Godzilla smashing thing that we want to do. Anyway, the reason why I don't want to use my X-Wing is that thing, those wings, if they come so close, so far as to even, like, get close to touching each other, they kind of wreck the game. Really don't want to get into that situation. I really don't. So, we're not gonna risk a fun play session just to have a really cool functional vehicle. So instead, I'm just gonna make something quick here by myself. I say something quick, but I never know if that's actually gonna be the case or not. Anyway, let's go around a bit. Also, I have to say, I'm doing something a little bit different today. I got an email from actually one of you guys, Dr. Mayo, I think it was. I actually don't know if he watches Scrap or anything else. But he's like, hey, you know, you want to take a look at my music? And I was just like, sure, I love music. It's pretty good music, actually. So far, I'm impressed. We're listening to it right now. Anyway, yeah, so that's the music we got on. There's only a couple of songs, so after a certain point, I'm gonna have to switch to OC Remix. Yeah, if any of you guys are aspiring, musicians, and you want me to check out, like, the stuff you do, please, send it forward. I'm just a music fan. I like listening to stuff, especially this kind of stuff. This is pretty damn good as far as I'm concerned. It's looking a little bit meh. I gotta rethink things. Yeah, I gotta rethink things hard. Because I want a big body on this thing, but I think the entire front half needs to be discarded. Okay, and then I'll consider. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of ambient. Let's get some ramps. Maybe ramps will help me brain this. Maybe part of it is I just need to extend this forward a bit. I don't want to extend it forward too much because I almost want to have it like nose cone off past this point. Let's get some maybe 1x2s in here. Bring it up. That'll be the most amount, and then we'll bring it around and actually start doing front cone. See, we probably want 1x1s for this part. Anyway, yeah. I don't know, Dr. Mayo, if you're watching. It's good stuff. Keep it up. I actually really like it. I mean, it's kind of business as usual ambient, but I'm pretty okay with business as usual ambient, actually. Or, I'm not even sure if I'd call this ambient. It's easy listening. I'll go with that. I'm terrible at, genreifying anything. Games, music, TV shows. You name it, I suck at it. I suck at a lot of things. Especially making music. Oh god, what was that? What is... Okay, it stopped. Oh, I know what's going on. Sorry. I'm actually processing video right now. And it might make the game lag a little bit. And I apologize for that, but there's really not much I can do about it right now. Anyway, so what are we building? I don't know. I mean, loose idea right now is kind of the Pelican. I think it's the Pelican from Halo, but, like, I'm not even really gonna look at one. Just because I know I'm not gonna be able to make it. It's too big for me right now. It's too big for this build. It requires too many ramps, and I'll build a real Pelican at a later date. When we actually have the parts and the patience for it. Right now, it's just doing what I can with what I got, given the situation. Anyway. Actually would not take a whole lot of effort. Alright. Is it? No, it's Alt-2. There we go. We need some rampage up in here. I might actually be able to make a Pelican if I wanted to. My one fear is, and my main fear is this is going to draw me in too much. And we're going to spend too long working on a thing that I really need to focus on other stuff. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I guess one of the things is it's 6 o'clock right now, and usually I actually start streaming around now. And it's one of those where I hate delaying my stream time because I get a lot more done during stream time. But at the same time, I need to get this episode up for the given day. So it's always hard figuring these things out. Okay. Let me see. So let's get some rampage up in here. I still am not 100% certain if this is what I'm wanting to do, but effectively what I want to have is like a giant thing. Effectively a battering ram. I considered some proper weapon systems for my do we want to do that? Yeah, because then I can have like a 1x1 ramp in here. Yeah, I considered designing some weapon systems along the way. But none of them, like, really fit the bill as far as what I needed or wanted. Or we could do that. That could work. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, one. But, like, the main problem with the weapon system, especially for, you know, big builds like this, any kind of weapon you build onto one of these things is automatically going to make it, break. I mean, okay, so I've definitely made some, like, viable weapon systems here and there. I don't know how many of you guys remember the, oh, shoot. What is it? I don't even remember. The guy with the sword arms that would kind of swing. And I had, like, a pretty good punching motion, actually. Like, that was awesome. And that worked out pretty well. But I don't think I'm going to be able to reliably make weapon systems like that, even if I wanted to. And so, kind of, instead of screwing myself in favor of making something like that, I'd almost rather make something that functions and can just, like, blast into... I was about to say my enemies, but... I mean, my opponents? Everybody else. I want to clobber them. Because that gives me the least amount of, potential issues that I could run into. Oh, come on. Alt-2 doesn't work all the time, which is super annoying. Part of the reason why I don't like having multiple bars here, because it is actually kind of inconvenient when it doesn't work. It's just like, I spend more time flailing. But when I'm using a consistent set of pieces, yeah, okay, it makes a little bit more sense. Do we want 1x3s? No, let's do 1x4s down here. God, this game really makes me wish it had Avorion's smart match block system. Oh, that's such a beautiful feature in a sandbox builder. Yeah, if you guys watching this haven't seen my Avorion series yet, I highly recommend checking it out. Avorion is really cool. Okay, let's roll this back a little bit. Let's introduce a little of my signature ramp displacement. There we go. Yeah, this looks nice. Looks nice for a nose cone. I'm just gonna keep building off of this, and we'll figure out what the plan is past a certain point. I guess I can put this on the ground. Right, ultralight blocks have serious problems with weighting. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is... Oh, question. Can I just have these? Would these even look like remotely okay? I guess I can get rid of that. Let's see. No, it doesn't look quite right. I mean, I could obviously have it, like, rotate up, maybe? I don't know if that's the case. We could also just try, like, angle this. No, it'd have to be back one. Like, right there. This could work. Problem is, yet once again, it's slightly out. So let's move it back. I'm fine with it hiding a little bit there. There we go. Okay, and let's get some... Yeah, we want some 1x2s up in this. I do other things, but it would do weird stuff, and we don't really want weird stuff. Okay, so there we go. There's our view pane, and gives us a little bit more structure to work off of. Yeah, this is definitely not going to look like a pelican. Durf has already promised me that he's going to have a bunch of new blocks for me to play around with at a later date. However, until then, we got to be patient. His most recent mod pack releases have been mostly made to modernize it with the new engine and the new patches. So he's been a little bit swamped. Also, there's that whole thing about Grego more or less trying to take down his stuff. Like, damn. Oh god. The modding scene. I did not realize it was going to be cutthroat in any way, shape, or form. But apparently, I was incorrect on that one. I don't know. Glad Durf seems to have mostly gotten it handled. Okay, let's do a 1x4 here. Yeah, that looks really cool, actually. I'm always really happy with my builds. Whenever I start, like, doing these ramps. I mean, honestly, that, like, crazy knife thing that I made, everybody was kind of disappointed in the comments that I just made a kunai, and I'm like, I like it! Actually, question. Can we do that? I can do that. Is there anything that I can do that kind of... Yes. Not easily. Dang. Because, yeah, it'd be great if I could have, like, a 1x2. Well, no, okay, we could do this. Okay, let's get rid of these. I'm gonna be... There's some block futzing to go along here. Let's do Alt 3. I'm just gonna add the 1x1 set here. Okay, here we go. Nose cones aren't that important. But hot damn if I'm not kind of committed to make something cool. And I think I got it. There are a couple other things that I could... Ooh... Maybe do? Let's try this. I don't use these that often because they look kind of odd. But maybe. That could look really nice. Nah, I'd rather have the 1x1 ramps. Gives it more of a beaky look. I don't know, all of them are kind of beaky, but still, this works. Okay, so back up to 1. Let's layer this off. Obviously, well, no, I might actually have some kind of entry system for this. This game desperately needs a, mirror mode. I really hope they add it before survival mode gets added, just because. But anyway, yeah, let's slip this off. Again, I don't want to spend too much time, so instead... I would rather, yeah, just build it this way. Do we want to do that, or do we want to move it back a little bit? Because we could almost line it up like that. Yeah, that lines up pretty well, actually. Okay, does that line up? That does. Move it back a little bit, because otherwise we're going to have weird lineup issues. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll have to paint this at some point. But for now, I just want to make... Almost looks like I'm making the front to a bullet train, actually. Obviously, not the intention. But it does look cool. Okay, so let's cut this back a little bit. I do want it to flare out. Effectively, what I'm going to have is this, maybe a little bit more of a wider main body that we expand out to. I mean... It's no secret that this is actually based off of the Pelican. Not really, but, like, I'm using it as kind of a basic thinker model. Obviously, I can't get, like, half of these jets in. You guys can't see this. I've got it on another tab. But still. Okay, so we want to do... I mean, it could actually consider... I could actually consider putting some of the thruster design in here a little bit. The main issue is we don't really need forward thrusters. We could have them. I don't know. Yeah, the problem is I'm looking at the Pelican design and there's no way that I could actually conceivably make what it is. But what I could do is have... wings. Yeah, I don't know. We also have to get on the stability system, but Effie actually figured out a really viable, he actually figured out a really viable means of getting, getting an even craft. That actually looks kind of nice. An even craft to have the stability gimbling. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna think about this as we build. I might almost want to build the wings separate. Oh, right, I forgot. These don't, the rotation doesn't always like these angles properly. Okay, there we go. So yeah, what I could do right now is actually, like, flare it out a bunch and have a section and then another section. We also got to get the wings in here, so I might want to rethink this, because I don't want this thing to be huge. In fact, I actually probably want to start cutting off the bottom. Yeah, so this isn't going to be a Pelican, this is just Pelican inspired as far as base design goes. Because yeah, what I want to do is actually cut off this section, this whole area, and start ramping the back up. It doesn't need to be huge, but I want something a little bit bigger than what everybody else has, so I can clobberknot straight into Bird and company. Okay, so let's start slow. 1x4s. One by 3s. One by 2s? Yeah. I keep pressing the wrong buttons here. Hey, it's starting to fall down a little bit. That's good. Okay, I guess this is what having a proper balance system works like. Okay, and then do we want 1x1s, or do we want it to almost go out into like 1x8s here? Or do we do this and then the 1x8s? No, let's do the 1x8s. Let's see, so we have the 1x8s in this section. Yeah, that seems reasonable. There's probably a easier way that I could have swallowtailed this out. Maybe if I do like, maybe if I do 1x4s again. Actually, what if we just swoop it regularly? We don't use 1x8s at all. What if we just do that? So it's 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that looks perfect. Okay, huh. It's a Megalovania remix. Nice. Actually, I really like this song. Not quite as much as I like, I really like, oh shoot, Asgore's theme. I don't know. Whatever, it was a weird name. I like that song a lot, but obviously, like, I'm not gonna judge somebody for not doing that one. I think it's just Megalovania was just the over remixed one. And so I was always just like, meh, after a certain point of hearing it. Okay, so let's start loading this up with ramps. Oh, this is gonna look really, really cool. Probably. Maybe not, I don't know. I have no way of knowing. Huh, this is different. Alright. I dig it. Like I said, I don't know if poor Dr. Mayo really had this in mind when he sent me his music, but you know what? I'm the kind of person that's just gonna do it live, and if you don't If you don't like me appreciating it, then I'm sorry, and I guess I won't do this again, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, no, this is pretty good in my opinion. Not everybody is probably going to share that, but I don't know. Whatever. Not everybody can like the same music. I mean, not everybody liked Undertale. I loved it. I actually like want to go back to that game at some point. Unfortunately, there's no way to have like that experience again. That's one thing I hate about games. It's kind of like one and done for me, because you only have that experience once, and then it's just like, well, I'm not going to experience that ever again. That sucks. Because all the mystery's lost and everything else, and you know, sad. Okay, looks like we're on the right track here. I don't know. That's always been my problem with games. It's just like you have this beautiful experience, and then coming back to it is just like, meh. Sucks, but is life. Okay, so making good progress here. I guess I should probably keep up with, I should probably do each side one at a time, because the rotation is the same, instead of switching back and forth based on parts. Yeah, that would make sense. How did that? See, obviously this thing doesn't fly yet. I'll have to figure that out. Wow, I actually haven't been going for very long either. That's actually kind of encouraging. Might mean we'll get this done in 2 episodes. I don't like doing solo for this game, admittedly, but I also haven't like tried organizing my friends. Valentine's Day definitely kind of threw wrenches in every kind of plan. You know, I'm actually gonna nix that. I have an idea for that high up. Okay, what do we want to do now? Okay, yeah, I'll keep up with that. We'll have this hole-ish. There we go. Schmidbe? Did I go too far? I have no idea. No, I didn't. I'm just trying to keep consistent here. Consistency is very important with these builds. I'd hate to have the lopsided craft, especially because lopsidedness is going to like screw over a lot of things, intentionally or unintentionally. I don't know, whatever. Okay, let's start filling this in. I kind of like how smooth it is. What I might almost do is replace the regular ramps. Oh right, I forgot it does that. I might actually replace the regular ramps and do down below, and actually have like a platform that can open up, just so the dwarf has some way of getting down. It's tempting. I'll think on it. Actually bugs me a little bit how smooth this this section is, because it's too smooth. Huh. More Undertale remixes. Oh shit, these might not be the right person. Ah, crap, they're not. Well, it's okay, I can get away with it. Turns out these are James Landino's, and these are no longer, Mr. Mayo's. Well, I'm sorry for getting confused. It's just under the, like, oh yeah, these are the ultra-popular ones. Okay. Sorry for attributing that one. Let's switch to regular music now, just so we don't get any more confused. Yeah, I forgot. SoundCloud will do that, so instead of just ending it when you run out of music, it's like, let's just keep going. Well, luckily we don't have to worry about any copyrights, because thank you, OC Remix, you are the best. Oh right, I wanted to cut that off. We have plans for that. Let's see. Oh, let me see. We want 2 and 3. Yeah, okay, so we're in a good place here. I'd actually just want to go back to listening to Undertale remixes. As a bad place to be in. You don't want to be stuck in I'm gonna call it OC Remix Hell, but you don't want to be stuck just listening to OC Remix forever. Like one type of remixes forever. I don't know. Variety is the spice of life, and I need to make sure that I'm always embracing that. Oh shit, did I screw this up? Oh, this is supposed to be a 1x3. No. No, it's supposed to be a 1x2. There we go. No. What? Oh, what? Oh, oh. Oh, I doofed. I doof hard. Okay, and looks like my other video is about to finish. Which probably means what I should do. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we've got the proper endings on these. Let's go to T3. And these are 4s, I think. Yeah? I think they are. I don't know if they do the right rotation from which angle. Well, that's the right angle for here, yes? It doesn't really do what I want it to do. It's also a 1x3. So that might be why it looks a little weird. Okay, so it looks a little bit more reasonable. The reason why I want it to flare out the way it is. Oh, it's R versus L. I totally forgot these do that. Yeah, that's the other problem. Gotta make sure it's the other side. Okay, wait. Oh. Oh, I did it right and I did it wrong and I'm a dumb. Okay, so we want to have 1x3s here, but for this section, okay, there we go. So I was on the right track. I was just on the wrong track. Okay. As long as we've cleared that up. Yeah, so we want it to flare out. Again, this is not the Pelican, but I do wanna pull some of the design elements from it. Alright, so let's finish off the outside of this. Okay. So we want to do we want to do that? No, I don't think we want to do that. We probably just want to have more rampadoodles. Maybe? Yeah. Yeah, let's continue the usual, like, pullback of the ramps. Okay. Yeah, just gotta make sure I'm in compliance here. Ooh. Maybe I don't do the pullback. It leaves us with this, like, weird ridge past a certain point. Oh, wait, no it doesn't. No, no, no. This'll look fine. Okay, still looks fine. Just gotta keep soldiering on. Oh. And making sure my parts are even in the correct position. There you go. Okay, so now we've got a pretty slick exterior. Looks good from every angle. We've got a side piece here, but that's fine. Let's pull out a reference again. So again, this is Pelican inspired, not Pelican design. The Pelican has this, like, kind of weird external top part, fin, outside, whatever thingamadoo. And so I'm going to commit to that a little bit longer. Okay, so let's do... What do you think? 1x3s? Probably 1x3s. No, let's just do 1x4s. Keep it flat. Keep it down in this way I don't have to switch out any of my parts. Look, I can be lazy when I need to be. And there's a divot in the middle. I forget about that part. Okay. Let's see. Honestly, this is probably fine. So I'm just going to do those. I might make him animate. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll have to think on that one. Either way. I could also make it go a little bit higher, but that would require work, and I kind of want to just finish this off to some degree. Okay, so let's cut that there, cut that there. So we've got these. Let's have... Do we want... Yeah, let's do 1x8s. Generally, the longer the better. It makes things seem a little bit smoother. Is this going too far? I actually don't know. Yep, it was. Okay, yeah, that... Ooh, that looks really nice. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we still end up with, like, some odd parts here and there, but it's fine. These don't have to be... They don't have to be seamless. They just have to be cool looking. But they do also have to fit. I'm not entirely sure if there's actually an angle where this would ever work. Also, I just realized this thing is back heavy. Yeah, okay, so there's no way that I can make this function the way I need it to. What can I even do here? Because I can do this, which has kind of an interesting shape to it, but I don't think that's any good. Well, we could always just do, we could always just do that. Yeah, I'll go with that. Man, I don't know what I'm doing here. I never know. Okay, so we want to go back to this. I'm just trying to decide the best possible parts that I can maybe squish in these without making it look really strange. And the answer is, it's never gonna look good. So I'm just trying my best. Somehow I couldn't find this for some reason. Okay, here we are. Actually, that might be what I'm looking for. Yeah. Alright, I'll take it. Except for there. Okay. Can I take this a little bit further? Yeah, see, the problem is I need this, but it goes down. Durf. Oh yeah, it's not gonna work anyway. Okay, this'll have to do. It's part of the reason why I'm kind of meh about finishing the design. It's like, well, there's only so much I can do. Okay, so now we've got this kind of weird tail thing. We've got pretty much a totally functional everything. Let's put it on a lift again. It's surprisingly back heavy, but whatever. I'm thinking, let's cut this off, because we can easily match it up. But what I want to do is match it in such a way that it can transform. Because transformations are cool. Mainly, I just want to be able to lower a gangplank here. Okay, and it's just falling on our head. Yes. Oh. Well, ain't that a stinker. Okay, yeah, so I can't put a lift on this. Unless I extended the front forward a little bit. Actually, that wouldn't be a terrible idea. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that at a later date. Let me see. Actually, you know what? This is a pretty good stopping point. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. I'll keep working on this. Honestly, I'll keep working on this while it renders. And we'll have, like, a fully functional thing. What we need to do is have the gangplank lower just so I can get down and get into the cockpit. And then we also got to stick some wings on this. Now, we got a couple of ways we can do the wings. We also got to figure out the stability system and how to make this fly. All of which are issues. Luckily, some of them are easier to approach than others. And some of them are going to be a giant pain in the butt. I'm not even sure if this thing's going to work. Well, we'll figure that out later. So, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.